Hey, everybody, it's your boy Doc Williams, and tonight we're going to be talking about how to build applications with AI. We're going to specialize in Lovable tonight, but if you're using Bolt, Replit, whatever, these same principles apply for all of these different kind of platforms. And let me know what you're excited to build. So we can't wait to get started. To begin, you can go to lovable.dev to get started, and there's going to be a link down below. Tonight, I'm going to start building out the other pages for my brand new community that just launched, which is called Launch Labs. You can learn all about it in the links down below, but I'm going to show you what I'm building, how I'm building different tools like the weekend win planner that all of the members get to have, where they can plan out their first win for the weekend, how they can also use this to create their own AI playbook and get input from the community of what's going right, what questions they have, all of those things. And so we're going to get right into it. Again, if you've never started with using Lovable, the link's going to be down below. And I'm just going to walk you through as I'm building the next two applications that I'm going to add on for Launch Labs. So, again, this is Friday night or Saturday, wherever you are in the world. And we're going to be building. So, let me know what questions you have. If you're trying to build with AI, all of those things, we'll get right into it. So, first of all, let me drop the link for Lovable. And if you're a fan of the channel and you would like to support, you can start for free, but you can also sign up using my affiliate code. So the link's going to be down below, and we're going to start building this out. So also too, I have brand new graphics, and you'll see all those things. So we're going to come out with a brand new video talking about Lovable and how to get started in just a couple days too, going step by step. But I think it would be really important for you to see how we approach building and how we're doing this with our clients and our students. So let's begin. So what are we building first? So the first thing that I'm going to be building is a job board where I can be highlighting all different types of opportunities for students to get a job in Web3. So that includes different AI jobs, anything to do with really anything, 3D modeling using AI, the list goes on and on. So let's go here. I'm going to just say, I want to create a job board for my community members. I want you to look at the branding of my current website and branding guide and create a concise job board where we can add new jobs in the vibe coding and AI space. Okay. So what we did was we just put in what we're looking for. Now we also have themes here, which is pretty interesting. Let's go with more of the harvest look or lavender, maybe lavender. Well, colors are orange, so let's just go with harvest. Okay, let's attach the different brand guides and everything like that. So let me do that. Logo and style guide. So I'm going to attach my style guide here. All right. And what I'm going to do is attach my website. So here is my website to get more context in the look and feel of my brand. All right. So I'm breaking that down right there. And let's see what it does. All right. And I guess I could have chatted with it beforehand. Let me do this. So it's fetching. It's in chat mode right now. For the next one, I might go into chat mode, but I think it has everything it needs. So I'm going to start using my own process, my own tool that I use for our students and businesses. Let's plan out my first weekend. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be, let's see, automating. Well, I want to automate onboarding. Yeah, I'll just do that then. Here. And I think that's going to take less than 2 hours. Okay, I'm going to say comfortable with things. 2 to 3 hours. Success. I want to be able to onboard our new customers, students, and clients. I think that's too many things. So I'm just going to say students and clients. Let's generate a plan. Ooh, okay. Your weekend plan is advanced client onboarding. Create comprehensive intake form with conditional logic, set up contract templates. Okay. Configure Calendly for automated scheduling, build automation workflow, connecting tools, tests, and then launch. All right. Let's say edit plan. Okay. So right here, we know that we have to make one change, edit plan for the weekend plan. So I'm just writing notes right here. I like everything it did, but it kicked me back and it didn't let me edit, even though the button was there. So I'm going to change some things real quick. Oh, look. Okay. So it's allowing me to build out this job board saying, let me ask you a few questions. Who will be posting on the job board? Only you. You will manually add, let's see, with or without approval. Let's see, community members. I'm going to say for me right now. What type of jobs should the board focus on? Let's see, short term and contract opportunities. I'll say a mix of all of those. Do you want users to need to log in to view or apply to jobs? Yes. Log in to apply. Or should we have members? No, I think only log in. No, 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 no. Let's see about this. If we were going to have this for people to do a job board for different jobs, what do we want? No, let's just make the job board public. Application links to external forms or emails. I like that. Let's just make it simple. What features do you need on day one? Start simple, list jobs, filter by category. Um, we're going to go with simple. Yeah. These are great questions that it's asking me. Okay, great. All right, so it's building that out right here. All right, that's good. Oh, I need to put this in the chat. Some people were asking. Okay, I put that in the chat over there. Launch Labs job board. Add database and storage from the start. Let's move that. Let's chat. Let's start building out the application and then also use Lovable Cloud. So I'm going to have a chat with real quick. Let's build the job board with Lovable Cloud. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. So we have that going here. Let's move this. Leave. Move that stuff. Move that stuff. Okay, cool. Let's see. It's building this out, implement the plan. So it's going to say public users can browse and view. Admin, log in to add, edit, or delete jobs. Admin stored securely in user table. Great stuff. Implement. David, great question. We're seeing this. What are you teaching? So today, what we're going to be looking at is if you've ever used Lovable, right? So we're talking about if you are trying to create a internal application or a micro app, how can you go about this? So we're going step by step to show two of the applications I'm planning on building this weekend. And so we're going step by step. So the beginning part was first going with an idea, start typing just like you're using ChatGPT to build something, and then start going from there. So we just looked at for my weekend win planner, I was looking at what we built and then how we're going to edit to make this a little bit better. But also, I have two more apps that I'm building, one being a job board, and then others being a tool recommendation for vibe coding and automation and all those things. So, great question. Let me know in the chat. Have you been using these tools? What are you planning to use them for? All those kind of good things. So we're just through the process of I broke down that I wanted a job board, and then how are we going to accomplish this? So right now it's thinking about it, and it's connecting a back end as well. It's thinking about, yeah, built-in back end. So we're enabling cloud for for Launch Labs and using that with Lovable for the back end. That just means where we're storing the data, making it smart. You can use all different types of backends if you want. You can be using Superbase, you can use Pocket Base, you can use a bunch of different things depending on how what you would like, the pricing and all those things, and how easy it is. Right now, I'm really liking Lovable using the cloud functions. We have a very specific user base, so we're not really worried about scaling or having tens of thousands of users right now. So that's why I'm using the pricing. Keep in mind though, if you're using the Lovable cloud backend, so how it stores data, once you enable it, that application you can't switch. So you can't switch the backend later on because it's structuring all the data and how it's doing that. So bottom line, if you ever want to use something else like Superbase or use a totally different database so you don't get locked into a platform, it would be a suggestion of mine would probably just use something like Superbase or something like that. Yeah, great question. Can you make money with an app? Great question. Yeah, you can. It depends on what you're trying to do. So, if it depends if you're trying to go to the app store to sell, or if you're going to go to a business to sell an internal app that works for their business. For me, I would really focus on a business that's already making money and offer to create an application for their business and charge them accordingly. You can always create another application that might go viral or something that goes into the app store, but there are so many other factors to see if that's going to be successful in the market. So I would say if I'm trying to make money on an app, I'm going to go for a business or a business sector that I already know or I'm working in that I can just go and sell automatically. I don't want to try to create the next TikTok, the next dating app if I'm just looking for money. I'm going to go for a very specific target, and you can charge a totally different amount if you're going to go that way. For us, for our internal applications that we build for businesses, it starts at 10K and it goes up from there for the, how advanced it is and everything. So the simple answer is yeah, you can definitely use it. And it just depends on what kind of features they're looking for, depending on what platform you can use. But we've used everything from Knack, Softer, Lovable, Replit. Really just depends. Great question. Great question. So it's building out everything right here. In the meantime, also too, if people are interested, we have Launch Labs. This is going to be for businesses. It is going out in our newsletter in just, I'd say, like 12 hours. But also, we have a great program as well. If you're an AI consultant or implementer and you want to start connecting with businesses, we're going to be rolling out a whole uh, really partnership with another brand called Hire 8X, where they're looking for different really vibe coders and everything like that. So can you own the app or will it be owned by Android? Great question. So if you're selling an app, this is a great question. So you can own the app or is it owned by Android? Great question. So you're going to own it. If you do put it out on the store, there are going to be different terms of service or TOS that you're going to have to keep in mind, but they don't own it. You can have the code and everything like that. And so you can decide to put it on the different app stores and everything like that, but you own it. Yeah. Great question. Depending on what platform you're using, you can just take your code. If you're using something like Bubble, a no code tool like that, you can't download the code. So that's why some people don't like those kind of things. But if you're going to be using something like Dreamflow, you can just export the code, you can have it, all of those things, and go from there. Yeah, great question. I think we're probably going to do another video about Dreamflow because this is like a really good example of something that can be lightweight. If you're thinking about like Flutter Flow, and we've been talking about Flow for years, uh, Dreamflow allows you to move a lot quicker, right? So this is based on like no code or low code where you have to build out the scaffolding, how it works, really a drag and dropper. But you can submit it to the App Store and everything. Dreamflow allows you to move a lot quicker. You're going to be able to do this visually, but also still have the ability to change things in code if you want as well. But Dreamflow is a lot easier to use to get started. It's a really cool entry point. So we're probably going to do a video on that coming up soon too. Yeah. So let's see what it's building. All right. So would you like me to add a sign up flow for the first admin users? Or would you prefer to add your admin flow directly? Let's add a sign up flow for the first admin user. Let's do that. So I'm just giving it instructions. It's building it out. So if this is the first time you're seeing this, it's building out my application. And on one side, if I click the code button, we can see what it's already building out, all of those things. And then I can also look at the design here, look at themes if I want to, and then I can look at the actually preview and I can chat with the project right here as well. So that's what we're doing. Let's see. So as this is building out, we're going to do a couple things. I wonder if I can run two different projects at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Create your account with an email. Tell me your email use, and I'll add you as an admin. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do this over here. Just going to bring this right over here. Just adding some details. Thinking about it. And then going from there. Let me see if I can actually build out in two different projects. Interesting. Okay, let's see about this. So I'm going to say in my first win. So let's see about this. So I'm going to say in my plan section, I want to be able to edit the plan. Okay, so basically I'm just doing some testing. So right here, it's having, I want a little bit more specificity. So I'm just going to chat with it. While on the plan page, I want the ability to edit the plan after seeing the plan suggestion. So I'm going to do that. Right now, if I want to click the edit button, it will take me back to the start. See attached image for more details. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go through this real quick. Generate plan. Let me screenshot this. Let's do attachment, recent. Okay, let's chat with it and see what it does. Okay. So this is coming up with the plan right now. Let's see about this. Let's see, chat. There we go. Okay, so I understand. It's changing. So it says edit the plan title, edit the goal, edit tasks. Okay, so it's structuring what the preview would be like, what it's going to edit. I'm going to say implement that. Awesome. So it's implementing that. It's going to change some things out. Let me change the preview right there. Okay. Now you're an admin, sign in with your credentials and you'll be redirected to the admin dashboard. Let's publish this. Let's do that. I need to create a front page of the application that will show the job board. Right now, it's a blank app. All right. So what is happening? Let me show you. This might seem like I'm doing too much, but right now I'm building out two different applications at the same time. So different things. So one is going to be the job board, and one I'm editing actually the weekend planner and everything. So let's see. Implement plan. I'll implement inline. Implement inline editing. Let's see. I wonder if I'm doing too much. If I'm trying to do too much, and it's actually not letting me in my account to build out two different ones at the same time. Implement plan, show what it's doing, inline preview. Say, great. Are you working on implementing this right now? Great. Cool. Find your next AI and tech role. Launch Labs. Let's change the logo. Let's change the logo to the attached logo. Let's do that. Let's chat about it first. Okay, we're doing that. If I'm going too fast or it's too jumbled, please let me know. You can test it now. Here's go to the page, completed 5 steps. Changes will show it's live. Okay. Update. Let's take a look. Just updating that. Implement it. So we have Launch Labs. I'll copy the logo and update the header component. Cool. And then we should be able to add awesome. Perfect. Let's take a look at what it looks like too. Mobile. Let's change it. Nice. And that's why I like it. It's mobile optimized, everything like that. Okay, let's see. Is it done? Let's take a look. Let's bring over the URL. Let's try it out. Okay, so dashboard, nice. Let's create our first win for the weekend. Onboarding. 2 hours, beginner. Let's do this. I want to create onboarding for my new clients and students. Okay, cool. Now let's see if it edits. Awesome. Done. Edit here. Great. That's awesome. And we can change the title too. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Really good. So, that's just a couple things of all you do is in normal language, you're describing what it's going to look like, right? You can see, now let's see about this. Yeah, and it changes the tool too. Love it. Love it. Okay, really good. Really good. I like that a lot. Okay, so we have this down here. Let's publish it. Let's publish this. Great stuff. Great stuff. I really like that. Okay, so what do we do? For the weekend one, we did that. We did the job ones. The next one we'll probably do top tools and resources. And that's probably going to be a comparison one. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. That way, so the next section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Claude, but you could use ChatGPT or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm using vibe coding to create a new application. The application will be to compare top tools, including automation and AI tools. I want to be able to manually add the tools and links that I want, but also be able to have a way to generate different reviews and combination of versus comparison tools as well. So you have comparison tools as well. Create for me a PRD so I can add it into Lovable. So was a requirement document. Yeah, product requirement document. So PRD. Okay. Let's launch this. Okay, so we don't have any jobs yet, which is fine. Let me just sign in real quick. Okay, so I have an admin right here. And then I can actually add jobs and everything, requirements and links. And then I can also do visible to public. So I can do active or not. Really cool. Salary, full-time range. location. Okay, I like that. I want to also have this to have the idea to have some jobs that will be public, some that will be exclusive that you have to sign in for. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Okay, great. Let me put that over here. Oh my goodness. MVP, setup, project, responsive, real tools. Okay, cool. I'll add that stuff in a second. Okay, so I like that. I like the application. I want to add one thing for the admin. I want to be able to have a boolean or a toggle to be able to decide if the job to be viewed has to be someone that is signed in or not. Right now, we need to have another sign in option for people to sign into the application. I wonder if we really need that right now, though. I wonder if that. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it as I'm going to change this. I want the option to have the person to see a message or a banner for certain jobs and to see that you need to be a member of Launch Labs to see full details or to apply to the job. How would I be able to accomplish that? So that's the main thing. I don't want them to necessarily needing a whole other backend for them to sign in and then for the other community for them to do that. I just want it to be a button for then it goes to the link um, to sign up as a founding member. Yeah. I don't want them to sign up or create an account. I want them to be taken to another external link to become a founding member. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So right here, this allows you to decide if you're going to chat or not. And so I'm going to chat. I like this, so not a problem. Let me get rid of these. And let's look at this one. Manually add tools, select tools, compare, comparison generator, view layout. Yeah, generation. That sounds good. Technical requirements, I'm not going to need that. I'm just going to need this part here. We'll look at that in a moment. So it's a great idea. You can create a member only tier for certain. So some jobs will be flagged members only. Non-members see a banner indicating they need to be a Launch Lab member. Instead of sign up, they're redirected to an external link to become a founding member. Like it. Let me look at the current job structure. Oh, I can see a visual diagram. That's interesting. That's new. Let's implement it. That's very interesting. Haven't seen that one before. So it's showing me how it's going to structure the data and everything. Huh. Very cool. All right. So we just finished up the weekend win planner. So that's awesome. We're finishing up the job board, and these will all just be subdomains for Launch Labs. So if we're looking at it, Launch Labs, which is actually just launching this weekend and everything to everyone. Let me put in the chat. This is where we're teaching businesses and ones that are trying to learn how to use AI to be a part of this, where we do sprints and teach all these things. So these are one of the tools that we built for the students and companies to use so they can have the AI playbook that they can build out on what they're trying to do. And then also to you can go for a weekend win. So what are you trying to work on? People can join you And then also too, you can get feedback from us as well. Let's see. Let's take a look. Okay, it's modifying the database. So how it's storing the data. And then the last tool I think we're going to build is right now I have a favorites tools section that I've been using for years actually. And it's all my tools, what I've done videos on in the past, all of these things. I pretty much just need to create this and just have a section on a website so I can just refer to the tools that I use, the tech stack, why do I use it? And then also I can add like comparisons too. So we're going to build that out. All right. So right now it's having the jobs and everything, which is cool. Which is also a good thing because when you're a freelancer or you're in gig work, you're always trying to look at other jobs and everything like that. So we want to have a resource that we can also tap in and let people know about. Yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff. Let's see. All right, so we have this over here. Let me just copy this so we can be ready. There we go. Let me just put down what I want. Okay, cool. Add members only feature. Okay, done. Members only features implemented. Admins can toggle that. All right, let's do that again. So admin, so this admin, okay, cool. Add jobs, visible to public. So what I'm going to say is done. The member only features implemented. Admins can toggle members only on jobs. Okay, let's test it out. So let's see. Let's look at an AI job and see what is out there. Let's go to LinkedIn. We'll look at an AI job and then we'll go from there. Let's take a look. Let's look at vibe coding. Anyone's having that, or maybe AI implementation or something. Code craftsman. Let's go with automation. Senior robotic process automation, tool development lead, automated tester. That's cool. Lead automation, AI engineer. Ooh, federal government project. Interesting. Let's see. AI support specialist. Let's just do this one. Look at that. AI automation engineer. So interesting. People need it. Look at what kind of website is this? Weak, but we'll take it. I don't know who this is. This is title for lawyers. Interesting. Very interesting. Fascinating. Let's see. Company. Wilmer Hill. Let's do this. What was it? And let's just grab the URL. We'll make it What did it say? Full time. What we'll probably have to do is scraping tools too, so it can auto populate, but you don't need to worry about that right now. Okay, let's do this. So we'll say job. Okay, it's visible. Let's go. And it's right there. View details. Apply. Goes out. Awesome. Okay. So that works. It also pulled in like the different colors that we use, which is pretty awesome. I just really like how well it does. So the next part that we need though is we don't see where you can add uh, the members only. So let's screenshot this. But it made the post, which is awesome. That's the first one. We'll go into chat mode and just say, review the attached image. The option to have members only for the admins is not visible. So it's probably just going to need to change some visibility, some rules and everything on the page, which is fine. And so that's why it's always important to test, see what's going on. Then we go from there. Now, some people also mention like security. Yeah, that's why there's a whole protocol. So there's a couple different ways you could do it. Number one, especially where there was over the summer a couple different breaches or security concerns, they're rapidly changing things for you to review security, get it better, and all those things. For a entry level platform like Lovable, Bolt, Replit, there are tools that will flag it and tell you what you need to do with security. The other way too is also you can bring it into Cursor or another platform if you do have experience in coding and you can run more vigorous tests or how you're going to structure the database. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this as well for sure. Bottom line, I would also depend on the type of information you're holding, if it needs to be HIPAA compliant, all those things. So just keep those things in mind. If anyone saw like the big breach of the app that got really popular called like I think the T or T is basically for women to be able to give experiences with past ex-boyfriends, I believe. It got hacked, and all the news was like it was vibe coded. Well, there's a couple things with that as well, and how they structured the database. That's if you code it or not. No code. There's different ways. Just make sure if you're looking to make it secure, there are different ways that you have to look at it and to either learn how to manage that or also get a professional and ask for a second opinion. But these tools keep getting better and better month by month of security and how to do that. Yeah, great, great questions. Okay, done. The visibility toggles are now wrapped in the styled bordered container. Okay, so let's refresh. Oh, we probably have to update it. Let's do that. And you see where it says security scans right here. Then it's going to update and give me options of what I need to do to make it more secure. So let's click this. You see right here. So it's how can we protect these different things? It's going to go before the warnings, all those things. You can address them one at a time. Really good to do that before you're going live with it. Okay, let's try it out. Apply now. Interested in this role. Apply. Let's go to admin. Edit. Members only. Cool. Let's update job. Become a founding member. Awesome. Great. So now we have to actually have it go to a page to then like, how do you do this? So let's take a screenshot. For the most part, we're not going to have a lot of these like that, but there are going to be some definitely. So let's go back here. Oh, update. Look, they already have it. Update founding members URL. Update the founding member. My actual sign up link is here. Okay, cool. So helpful. So it already knows what we need to do. Let's go over here to grab this link. Times. Cool. Okay, so it's thinking about it. Trying to update it. And now it's changing it. Good. Awesome. Right now, I think I'm just going to have one. Let's see. Yeah, one page. That looks good. Okay, cool. And that's also too, you can always see like how does it look in different positioning. See, there we go. Okay, so it's thinking about it. Updating URL. Okay, cool. So updated it. Let's do a refresh. View. Okay, so it's not doing the right URL. Oh, did I update it? That would help. Okay, cool. Let's try it one more time. One more time. And we'll take a look. Publish. Everyone there. Let's see. Let's do that. Okay. View. Good times. Okay, cool. Then we'll make it a thank you and they can then sign up or then go back to the community. Yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. Right now, let's turn off. Let's go back to admin. It's just we don't want that to be members only. Just going to update it for visibility so everyone can see it. Cool. Requirements. Awesome. Awesome. Really cool stuff. Okay. So we now have our own just job board for all of these things for us to add and to have our own that we can actually put in our newsletter as well in different jobs that we see. Beautiful. Okay. So let's try one more. And again, these are just ideas to think about what does your audience need. For us, we see a big demand because we actually stole this from a couple of people. So Justin Moore for Creator Wizard, he has one for a weekly newsletter where you get sponsorship opportunities. You can see who's looking for creators, all those things. There's another person that is a freelance writer helping other freelance writers find jobs. We want to have another opportunity for showing people how to find gig work and everything. And with our partnership with Hire 8X, we're going to be able to show different listings, everything like that, right there. So that's going to be awesome. So if anyone's heard of Hire 8X, It's teaching you how to have a lot of different, basically, how to augment your team with AI. If you're looking at it down below, Launch Labs, that's where you learn. And join Launch Labs today. You can see all the things right here. So, this is a really, really cool thing that we're going to be talking about in partnership soon. But again, that's our brand. We're going to be telling the story of how we're working with Hire 8X. And if you want to be one of the premium providers and get gig work from Hire 8X, that's where we teach you how to level up your portfolio, how you can work with agencies, work with enterprise clients, all those things, because we have, yeah, we've done this for the last 10 years. So we're really excited to be talking about them and what we're going to be doing soon. So stay tuned. But we're excited to be partnering with Hire 8X, and we're going to be talking about all of those things very soon. So let's go into, okay, so we have jobs right here. That's awesome. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to build out one other thing. Let me turn off that's bothering me. Hold 1 second. We're going to turn off one thing on one of our apps. If you want to try out Lovable, and we're going to go step by step how to do this and creating our application. And we're going to be doing this, creating top tools and resources so we can show all the different tools that we work with. So we're going to go step by step. If you want to follow along, please create an account for free with Lovable. That's my affiliate link. But if you don't want to use it, that's totally fine as well. We're going to deep dive in how to get started and building this out. So let us begin. So the first thing that you have to do is think about an idea of what you would like to create. For us, we use Claude or ChatGPT, and I'm just writing out what kind of application I want to create. But if you watch earlier in the live stream, I just did a couple seconds of work or thinking about it, and that allowed us to also create the Launch Labs jobs and created that job board. Uh, Relatively simple. So you don't feel like you have to do so much work and feel overwhelmed by it. Just write out exactly what you're trying to create, if it's a game or whatever, and then go from there. So, what are we going to create now? Well, I want to start doing a tool comparison and also um, showcase what tools I like. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy over the brainstorming session I had, and I just said, hey, I'm trying to create this kind of app, create a product, a requirement document for me. That's what it created. That's what I'm going to put in here. So, I'm going to put this in, and what I'm going to also do is title of app. I'm going to say Launch Labs, the Launch Labs Toolkit or something like that. I'm going to say tech stack. Toolkit is cool, I think. That's fine. What I'm also going to do is attach my documents for my branding kit. That way it stays all together. So I'm going to put in the style guide attached. And I'm going to say, review the following information to create the Launch Labs toolkit. Refer to attached PDF for the style guide to stay on brand. Okay, so this time I'm going to go into chat first before it starts building. And actually, if we saw it, it actually did that first. I was like, oh man, I messed up. This allows it to kind of do a lot more thinking before it does like a one shot, which just means it just starts building randomly. It's checking in with me, it's asking me things. You're seeing this a lot more common with different applications like Replit and others. This is super helpful because then it's going to build in the right way instead of, spending all of your credits and then it's not exactly what you're looking for, and then you got to rebuild it. So it's saying, let me view the extracted images to better understand the brand style. Excellent. Now I have a clear understanding of the Launch Labs brand style guide. Let me summarize what I've gathered and ask a few clarifying questions before creating the plan. So it's telling me it's minimal, expressive illustrations, retro inspired. And now it's going to say before I create the implementation, I have a few questions to make sure we build exactly what we need. So, do you need a user authentication for the admin features, adding or editing tools? Yes. And what I'm going to do is admin login with email password to manage tools users can view without login. Yes. How should the AI powered review generation work? Let's go with Lovable AI recommended, or we can go with uh, OpenAI API. I'm just going to go with built in AI integration, no API keys needed. We're just going to use Gemini. And it says, how much data do you want to start with? Pre populated with 10 to 15 popular automation tools. I'm going to go with that. 10 to 15. What is the most important feature to get right first? That's interesting. So it's really dialing in what are we going to be building and what needs to look like out the gate great. So it says tool management, focus on admin experience for adding and organizing tools. No. Comparison generator, focus on comparison UI. Public browsing, focus on the visitor experience browsing and filtering tools. And then balance MVP, build all core features at basic level, then iterate. I'm going to say public browsing. So it's saying before creating, look at all of these questions before it starts. I'm going to say yes. Okay, so it's thinking about its life before it's starting to build. And if you're using Replit, Bolt, any of these things, you do the same exact thing, step by step like this. On the vertical, because we're streaming on two different locations, I know I have to stand more in the middle. We'll get there. How should we determine who gets admin access to manage tools? Manual admin assignment. Manually add admin roles to your account. First user is admin. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just have the first one as admin. Others are regular users. Yeah, interesting. For save comparison, how would you like sharing the URLs to work? Persistent saved comparison, dynamic URL based. Interesting. Basic version with dynamic URLs. Upgrade to saved comparison later. Interesting. I'm going to probably say dynamic URL based. How should we determine who gets admin access to manage tools? First user is admin. Yeah, cool. Submit. Okay, so we're building out right here. Okay, so it's thinking about it. The Launch Labs toolkit, implementation plan, design. It's got my colors and everything like that. Backend and database. Okay, so it's phasing out, it's saying what it wants. Sample automation, cool. I like it. Just one more thing. I want to change the backend to be Lovable Cloud. So I'm changing it from Superbase to that. I've been doing that again to just build it out all in one place, but Superbase, great option, and you can also make it livable, more viable. I also like how it is not suggesting Lovable Cloud right off the bat. It's telling you to use Superbase or something like that. I was afraid that once they were going to do Lovable Cloud, they were just going to push everyone there, but that's smart. I like it. Let's implement the plan. Cool. Okay, so it's thinking about it, it's building it out. Now, right here, I'll enable Lovable Cloud first, then set up the foundation with launch labs, brand identity, and database schema. Excellent. So let's allow. Okay, it's thinking about its life. Let's take a look at the higher 8x. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Really cool. Okay, let's go over here. Saying it's modifying. So it says Lovable's native Superbase integration lets you manage both your front end UI and the back end. Interesting why it said that. I wonder if it's one thing. Look that up about Lovable. Yeah, Lovable Cloud is built on top of Superbase using its core backend. Interesting. So that's what they're saying, huh? Lovable Cloud utilizes Superbase's open source foundation, which means you get production ready environment from day one. Interesting. 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 Okay. Yeah. Interesting way to get around it. Okay. It's building that out. So now it's taking a lot longer, which is fine because it's going to be a lot more secure. And if you're looking at this as well, so Gadget was doing this in the beginning. We've talked about this over the last year and also Dreamflow, but to make it more secure, you need to scaffold and you need to basically build the database first and then the front end second to make it more scalable basically. And for the last year or so, in the past, Replit and Lovable, it was all like one shots or getting your preview first, and it's a great dopamine hit. You're building it, but the problem is your app broke a lot easier. But now that they're building the back end, you're seeing this with Lovable and with Replit. The apps are getting a lot more secure, but only that more stable. I would say secure, stable instead of secure, just because what it can do. And we talked about also like Agent 3 in past videos, but what I really like what's going on is with Gemini and all of these platforms, they're moving so much quicker because they're seeing what's out there, and they're pushing each other because there's so much advancement, with Gemini 3 and all of these things that are making these apps really, really good now. We were pretty stagnant with no code for a couple of years, I felt, because like they were just stabilizing. But now with no code, a lot of platforms are pivoting to be enterprise that you see, and really no, vibe coding is kind of taking all their business a lot of times. Some are changing some things, but it's a wild world out there. A lot of consolidation is happening, in software, but this also gives you a lot more choice if you're going to be using tools like Lovable or Replit. And then if you want to bring it over to other coding platforms or assistant AI coding platforms, IDEs, if you want to use like Cursor, Windsurf, Tray, and others, yeah, like man, there's a lot of great things happening right now. And then there's also what's the one Riley has? Is it vibe coding? What's the name of the platform for mobile? What is that called? It's just called vibe coding. What is that? Vibecodeapp.com. Yeah, I mean, if you're really just trying to build something and it's a mobile app and everything like that, yeah, these aren't bad. Might talk about this as well. If I was going to go a route of trying to put something on the App Store, I'd probably do that. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now we're seeing 18 edits. I've set up the Launch Labs toolkit for with Lovable. Nice. Now we're building the front end and everything. App encountered an error. No problem. I'm just going to say fix these issues. So it's thinking. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. So we're seeing a couple different options right here. It's thinking a little bit longer. Let's see. It says the error indicates use tools being called of the query client provider. Okay. So it looks correct. So it's going step by step. It's reading the different documentation and then it's editing, which is awesome. And again, this also teaches you how to be more efficient, how you can look at these things. Okay, cool. Okay. So let's edit a few things. The setup looks correct. It's applied. The error should resolve now. It was okay, cool. So let's visually edit this. Now, what was our other? What was our banner on the other one? What do we say? Product by Launch Labs. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's change this. No. Come on. Let's see about that. What happened to the little design? Let's undo. Confirm. Okay, cool. I love that little star right there. There we go. Let's go back. Preview. Great. Here we go. Just do product by Launch Labs. Let's do that instead. Oh my goodness. It did it again. Discard. Why? Okay, let's do this. Finicky. Okay. All right. And what we're going to do is go back to regular preview. See attached logo. Change the logo out. Go. Review attached logo and replace current logo and title with attached logo. Let's do this. Let's do that over there. Okay, product by Launch Labs. Yeah. Views, featured tools. Cool. Let's change it out. All right, good stuff. Someone was asking the other day, like, why don't I play music? We've tried to play music, but depending on the catalog, like even years later, like they would be like, oh, it's totally fine. Depending on who buys the music, you can get copyright strike. So yeah, that's or not copyright strike, or but basically can't use it, and then we have to mute the section of the video. It's out of control, unfortunately. Okay, let's take a look here. Great. Let's go over this for a second. Great. Okay. Great, 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 great. I'll bring this over here for a second. All right, that's great here. Let's go to admin. Okay. Let's do that. So we got to add an admin section for that. Not a problem. Cool. All right, so I got to look at adding all these different ones. Let's see. Start with the script, Notebook LM, try transcript, Opus, repurpose, subscriber, Senja. Okay, I need to add this. Replit. Do I really still have one for Komodo? Really? Komodo is my main one. Yeah, I use Komodo all the time. All right, let's go back here. All right, it's going to build that out, creating an admin, implement that. Cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Forgot about Mind Studio. Let's see. Build, design, deploy agents. I liked MindPal for a long time. I think MindPal is pretty self-explanatory. Pretty good. This is old. Market plan doesn't exist anymore. Yep. RIP. See, repurpose I do use quite a bit. We're going to put more automation on this for sure. It's great for agencies. So they're saying yearly. Oh, that's how they do it. That's interesting. It's interesting. Per day. Yeah, they partnered. I think they got like the cosign from YouTube, which is really awesome. Okay, let's see. I got to check some of these links. Super Pass. Shout out to Tuto, man. Depends on your use case, but I still think it's top notch. Jammy, I use that one. Yeah, simple texting a lot with clients. A lot, a lot. Opus Clip, I just think it's just best in show. Let's see what's going on with build the keyword. Oh, they changed their logo a little bit. Still cool. Launched on Tiny Startup Spotlight. Interesting. Interesting. Tiny startups. You buy and sell startups. Interesting. So it's kind of like Tiny Acquisition too. There's a bunch of these smaller sites like that, but that's also cool. Yeah. Lee's awesome. Shout out to Lee. Did a lot of stuff, building stuff with Bubble. Okay. Admins implemented that. Let me change one last thing over here. Please hold. Just changing some things. Security issues. Okay. So I'm just making some changes right here. Okay, making some changes. So a few things, and then we'll get it going. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So I'm probably going to bring in all of these different tools. Is this an application? What's going on here? Okay, cool. So love it. Okay, let's roll with it. Done. Okay, so let's go to admin. Management dashboard right here. Cool. Oh, that's cool. Changes a bunch of stuff here, I think. So it changed it once, browse tools. So do all of these go? Oh, just went to Twitter. Interesting. Okay, so let's go home, browse tools, compare. Interesting, add another tool. Ah, interesting. Interesting. I like it. So we're going to change up a couple things like the visuals, but let's see if we have these. Edit, can we change the URL? Perfect. Great. That's really good. Really good. Okay. What else do we need to do with this? Let's update. And then we're going to look at a couple of things that we're going to add. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Let me know in the chat if this is making sense or if I'm just rambling too much as we're building, but this is just with them adding cloud, it's just becomes so much easier. I love this. Okay, cool. So now we're going to just load up and start adding more tools too, especially let's see about this. So I'm going to go through my list and start adding. So let's go through the tool list. Let's go with VidCell. Category. Interesting. Let's go with automation. It's going to be paid. Yeah, I think they're doing paid. Yeah, it'll all do startups. Yeah. So I have the URL right here. Pricing, starting price, optional. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do. No, I'm going to not put that in actually because it's lifetime. What's going on with this? Tap here, make, let's say webhooks. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm not going to use the URL for the image. I'm just going to say just going to take what they have right here. Build your video business. Build your video business. I'm going to say commas. Let's see. Custom views. I'm going to say automations, forms. Community. Light. CRM. Let's take a look. Create tool. So where is it? Right here. Cool. There's a website. It's right there. It's got my affiliate link. Let's take a look. Automation. Bid cells there. Cool. And what does the plus sign say? Ooh, comparing. Ooh, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Wow. Okay, so I was not expecting that, but I like that. I like that. So the only thing is for comparing, I need to see it more visually distinctive. So I can see that what tool it's picking. So let's go here. I'm going to attach the screenshot. And you can do the same thing with just telling it to take a screenshot. I can do that too. I just do screenshots all the time, so I forget. And then I'm just going to describe it. I'm just going to say, refer to attached image. The tool needs to be more distinct to be able to see what the user chose for the selection to compare. Create options to make it more apparent. Something like that. Let's see. I really like this. Let's keep going. So we had VidCell. If anyone wants to use this is what we're using for all of our memberships, what we do, everything like that. We're doing a whole video breakdown of like how we're using it in our business. It's got a lifetime deal right now, but it can replace if you're using Kajabi or School, lead pages, and especially if you're a creator, if it's like video first, where people know, like, and trust you from the video, you can have it embedded, and then you can have it go to digital products, courses, all of these things. So that's what we're using right now for our lightweight community. Yeah. Let's go with Mighty. So there, it is freemium. It is freemium. I'm going to say community and automation. If I can spell, that'd be great. Let's do this. I'm not going to start with a price again, just because a lot of these platforms change pricing so much. Let's see. But it depends. I really do like the platform. And let's see. Are they doing really? Courses are starting 129. That's changed. See, before there still is another one though. Maybe they're changing their pricing altogether. See, that's why I'm not going to add pricing. This is exactly why I'm not going to add pricing, because they had other pricing tiers, but now makes sense. The growth plan is for 30 a month. Interesting. It's an aggressive strategy. Um, let's say, there we go. With that price point, I'm not sure if, yeah, that's kind of high if you're just getting started with a community. And it depends on the business that you're running too. Transcript we use almost every single day. Let's see with this one. Did what now? Hold on. Mighty is there. We add it. Interesting. Stayed. See if it's gonna make a difference. Transcription. See what it does. What is transcripts pricing? Is it a freemium tool? What was it? Yeah, YouTube downloader. Makes sense. Oh, it's freemium. starts for a 2 transcripts daily. Interesting. I really think this is just worth its weight in gold. We use this all the time. Starting price $10. Okay. And then key features. This thing does everything. Let's see, use cases. Oh, they would just do the feature summaries, transcripts, summaries, and more. Social media posts, YouTube descriptions, email newsletters, custom prompts. Okay, we'll stop there. Cool. And then the categories: marketing, AI, community, and automation. I guess I better have. Hmm. Hmm. I might have to change that a little bit. Too many commas. Maybe pick one main category, I guess. Okay, let's see what it did over here. It's changing a couple things to make it more clear. Cool. Let's see. There's a couple other ones I'm going to add in a little bit. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. Added to selected tools. Okay, cool. Take a look. I like it. This is the problem. Well, okay. So when you pick the one tool, still not showing up. See, I can't see where the tool is selected. Let's say this. See, did I update this though? Let's update it. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. Is this all the work it did? See, and then if we have that, we had tools, we have jobs, and then we have the weekend planner. Yeah, 3 distinct ones we did. Okay, let's take a look. Ah, yes. There we go. There we go. A lot better. A lot better. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. We'll take that. And you can share the comparison. Hold on a second. No, it didn't. Does it really save the comparison board? That's amazing. Save comparison. I love that. That was something that is a very nice touch I did not think about. So, what I'll say is categories. Let's look at categories. Should we say categories, adding a tool? When an admin user is adding different tools and adding multiple categories for the tool, each category should have its own, or it should be differentiated. It should not be combining as simply one category. Let's talk about that. Let's look at it. Let's chat. Let's move that like that. So it's saying, I understand you want to allow tools to have multiple distinct categories rather than just a single category. Let me look at how categories are currently implemented in the admin tool form in database schema. Okay, cool. Let's do that. And then the only thing I'm probably going to have is like a section where it says our top picks. Our favorite tools, probably our favorite tools and tech stacks. Yeah, that's what I want. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's take a look. Now update all files in parallel to support. Okay, that's great. Is this Jasper? Jasper's changed quite a bit, actually. Interesting. Everything's going back to illustrations again. It's funny how it bounces back and forth depending on, design preferences and timing and everything. Okay. As we're doing that, I need to create a welcome email for new Launch Labs members. New project. Let's see. Launch Labs assets. Create for me a Launch Labs member email. It is a welcome email congratulating them that they joined the community and next steps and how to use the tools and how to sign in. So probably had to do a webhook too when they first sign in for them to get the email, the tag. I had to think about that. We'll ask Daniel too. Say, quick question. After a person buys either a membership or something, is there an option to create a single email response for follow up or next steps for the customer? Or is the only option is using a webhook to use another system for that? And come on now. I just rather it not write like this. I mean, yes. I just want a copy of. Okay. Let's see. Use the following URL for guidance. Encourage the new member to create an account and to create their first AI playbook or to explore and create their first plan for a weekend win. They can also ask questions where we answer them weekly on Wednesdays. Here's the URL. All right. See what happened. Improves it. Okay, maybe. Browse tools. I'll be all right. Updated chips remove with enter or comma. Oh, let's see about this. Let's do admin. Let's try it with Mighty. Let's do community automation. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Date tool. Automation. AI. Okay, cool. I like that. Yep. I like that. Cool. Comparing looks great as well. That's fascinating. It's really good. Okay. One last thing. I want to create a section where I can have our favorite tools and favorite tech stack. Maybe it's gonna do a module. I don't know. Okay, let's see about this. Okay, let's see what it's doing. Okay, it's now I have a clear picture of the current homepage. Let's also check the database structure to weigh and add. Okay, so we can add favorites. We're going to say favorite tools could be tools the admin specifically curates or a static section. A favorite tech stack sounds like a showcase of frameworks. I have a few questions to clarify. Should this be an admin managed where it can be or a static curated list? Okay, for favorite tools, this should be an admin managed tool that could be marked as favorites. Favorite tools should also have its own static curated list on the homepage. Favorite tech stack. Is this showcasing your own tech stack? Should there be a stored database you can manage or hard coded? What information should the tech stack item have? That's a great question. Where would you like these sections to be on the homepage? Great questions. Okay. Favorite tools, tech stack. So, favorite tech stack, is this showcasing your own? It is what Launch Lab uses and recommends for our clients and students. Should these be stored in a database? Stored in a database so we can manage it via admin. What information should the tech stack have? All of the above, and also a way to describe it, not only front end, back end, but also automation, etc. Great questions. And then it's going to say, where would you like these actions on the homepage? I'm thinking after the categories. Placement, I would have this after the categories as well. Do this. I'm going to say, yes, do that. Yes, do that. Chat is on. Let me give more features. This is really a partner. I mean, if you're looking at this, a lot of times, if I either I had to call a co-founder or going back and forth, maybe what time is it? It's 3 in the morning. A lot of people don't want to have these conversations, but this helps me build and do all these things. So yeah, really works. Go. Allow. There we go. Let's see. Although I like Opus Clip, I think I'm gonna probably cancel. Well, I say that, and I didn't see the Opus AI stuff. I have to watch that actually. Do have to watch that. Start for free, it says. It's probably just learning on the data, and then they'll charge you. I'm not mad at it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Okay. Great. I like it. Make sure that the welcome email is less than 600 words. I'm still thinking about it. I gotta create one more video. Like it's a welcome, and then like showing people around the community. That'll be done. Let's see. Okay, it's still editing. Let's see, showing. Yeah, it's editing quite a bit. But if you're looking at this, which is fine, a lot of these, I think the biggest thing was it was trying to do a lot of speed, so people were really impressed by it. But now I think it's showing that people are willing to have quality if they just wait a couple minutes, which is really good. I think a lot of people thought like people were too impatient, they wouldn't like it, but I think it's just the opposite. If you're getting something good, you can just be doing other things in the background. There's a couple platforms that I like that allow you to just play games or do other things. That works too. And this is going to be meta, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to record a video as I'm going to be showcasing the community inside, and then sending it to the new members and businesses. So let's do this for a second. Stop sharing. Gonna have this. Have this. And so everyone watching right now, you're actually getting a sneak peek of the brand new community, what we're doing here. So that's going to be pretty awesome too. Share this. Okay. All right. Let me do this real quick. Gonna record here. Make sure everything's good. One, 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 one. Okay, save right here. Going to do this. Hey everyone, congratulations for being one of the founding members in Launch Labs. It's so great to have you here. And thank you so much for entrusting us and how we're going to scale up your business and your workflow daily and really making an impact for your life and your business. So, what are next steps now that you're a member? Well, you're going to get a link to go to the weekend win planner. You can create an account. And once you're in there, you're going to be taken to your dashboard. Now, here you can do a couple of things. You can create custom playbooks. This will allow you to systematically plan out what do you want to automate and use AI in your business. Or you can also go plan for a new win. So if you feel like you need to really set a goal for the next weekend or this weekend right now, you can go through your win. You can decide on what you want to automate, create with AI, and you can have it for yourself or you can post it for accountability for other people to see. So it's automatically going to be private, but you can share it to the community as well for people to see what you're working on. That way they can either join in or work alongside with you as well. So that's creating a win. And then you can also create a custom playbook right here. So you're going to first write down what you want to automate, and it will actually create a custom playbook for you that you can save for yourself. And again, you can decide to share it with the community or keep it private for your business or what you want to do. For the community, what you're going to have is a couple things. Number one, you can celebrate wins. So the wins will happen after you complete one of your weekend plans. Also, if you need help, you can always ask for help right here. You can ask in the community for people to reply. Or every Wednesday, we have a live stream where it's only for business and community members, where we go through all of your questions and we can go step by step. Along with this, we have quarterly events where we do sprints and really focus on different themes to impact your business and your life using automation and AI. So, again, thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, let me know, email me, or ask it in the community. Welcome to Launch Labs, and we can't wait for you to automate and scale your business with AI this weekend. So, an example of this was number one, I just built this for the community, but also, too, you can see all the tools that I'm using right here. I use Komodo because Komodo also records all the things, but it's also going to give me the transcript, the summary, and this is something that I can now drop in for the new members automatically for them to watch the video. Welcome. And go from there. So you can see how it says, "Welcome to Launch Labs. Automate and scale your business with AI." So they can have this preview video. And then I also have another email that I built out too. So we're always trying to streamline, try to build out make our business more efficient. So, I thought that was really important for everyone that's watching on replay or hashtag replay if you're watching replay or if you're watching live too. So we just did this, added favorites, admin panel, homepage, our favorite section, our group by category. Featured tools, our favorites. We haven't done it yet, but let's see. Ooh, look at this. Tech stack. Let's look at this. Bid cell. Mark as favorite. Let's just say one. See it. So we have favorites right here. Ooh, our favorites. That's cool. That's awesome. So we have favorites right there. I'll turn it off for right now until we have like all of them. But that's really cool. Edit here. Update. Then we also have tech stack. And then we can say the tech stack category, all of those things. Very interesting. Love it. Okay. And then we'll have that as well. Tech stacks, categories, all those things. I really like this. It's coming together nicely. And again, we're just building things that we already like using that we're going to be talking about. And yeah, this is really important. So let's see, that's going to be tools, jobs, and then we have blog. So we have 3 subdomains and then wins. Cool. All right. So we've been doing this for about 2 hours or so. We're going to come back later, probably this weekend, building out more stuff. But I'm really liking all the new things that they have um, with Lovable Cloud, AI, and all of these things. Again, just pick a tool that really speaks to you. If you want us to do very specific videos, we're going to be dropping like beginners video for Lovable, Dreamflow, probably Vibe Code app, and like 5 others. We're going to be dropping them pretty consistently in December. And again, if you want to see all of these things or how we're building, consider looking at the Launch Labs, the membership. But again, the reason we do it on YouTube is everything's free if you want to watch and build. But if you want more resources or support the channel and what we do, consider joining Launch Labs as well. We'd love to have you. And if there's something you want us to build live or something like that, let us know because we're always trying to make sure we bring out more content for everybody. So, again, thank you everyone for watching. We're going to have more videos coming up later in the week and the weekend. And everyone have a great day, night, or wherever you are in the world. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. And thank you for all the support. Take care. Bye bye.